Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play.
No escape!
Deftly shuts out the jump. Uses a drive parry against the attack. Parrying an attack like that is risky, but the reward is the drive gauge building up. Player 2 pushes the attack down to the wire. Deals some sick damage though in exchange for some meter. Will this decision pay off for them? They break things off to take a quick breather. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. What'll happen? Goes for the level 1 KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Medium kick. Blocks the impact. Taking stock. Time to reassess the situation? Out of range. Relatively safe. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Oicho! Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive ult. Super hearts on deck for both. Ooh! Brushes that off and keeps going. Can't uses the gauge for a super art. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Player 1 might have just shifted this round into high gear. A super art? That's not gonna hit. They were waiting for him. Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. Blue power, you need guts to pull that off. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
The drive impact doesn't work. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. Player 1 with a slight, the overhead denied. Huge chance after that wall spike. Player 2 is barely hanging on to their last bit of drive. Shrugs that off. Player 2 burns out. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Excellent block. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Gotta do better than that. There's a burnout. Both sides getting solid anti-air. Player 1 can't let this ship set up with the jump in. One player is in burnout state. Is it time to end this? What are the impact? Squashed. Tries to act quickly. It is over. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that rundown. Connects with medium kick. Headbutt. Oicho throw. You can't let him close in like that. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Can they outlast it? Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Takes a trip. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 2 creates a good corner. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Oicho! Player 2 can't use any more drive without burning out. Burnout activates. Oicho throw. It's too much. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. They're still feeling each other out. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish count. Super on deck. It's a good spot to use the super. Burns all three for the final bout. I hope they've got a stretcher on standby. Ugh. Damn it. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. There's a wall spot. They can't do anything now. Going in, Oito throw. You can't let him close in like that. Pokes with a medium kick. Anything off the smash? Both fighters planning something? Player 1 is not in a good crown zone from above. Can they create enough blocking that KO? Player 2 buries their opponent. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Butt smash. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Was that a good decision? Player 2 is using their drive liberally. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Takes a trip. This is the range where delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Going on the offensive, KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Anything off the smash? Everything up into charges forward. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Goes for the level 1 super. Going in? How will this impact things? Experiencing burnout. Oicho! What'll happen here? Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Good old slap. Brushes that off and keeps going. Both fighters planning something? Show up for it. Life lead is there, but still anyone reads the jump in perfectly. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Drive impact misses. Like Burn puts the fear of God in it. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? The overhead denied. Manages to block the jump. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Forcing them to block the drive impact near the corner is a very smart play on their part. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Out of range. Relatively safe. Hits them with a stopping block. Digs in deep to get that drive impact. Target locked and scoop. Player 2 is on the brink of disaster. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Oh, could be the start of something. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? At the midway point of the round. Still lots of time left in this fight. The pace of the round is going to pick up. Halfway through the round. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. There's the soup with the Larry. The move over levels them. Player 2 is in a very good... Wow, sat and waited for this opening. Punish counter set. What a